Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and I wanted to start off the year by talking about some habits that are self-destructive that I would personally recommend kicking to the curb ASAP. Your habits play a crucial role in your happiness, success, and your well-being. So to start 2024 on a positive note, let's leave these habits behind and we can discuss what to do instead. And just to preface, I'm sure I've talked about some of these in previous videos, so there's going to be some overlap, but I think these are important enough for me to give another fresh reminder. And per usual, I have new things to share, new pieces of wisdom to share with all of you. The first one here is chasing women. Stop chasing women who have made it abundantly clear through their actions that they aren't interested or reciprocating feelings for you. Imagine if you redirected the effort that you're putting into chasing women into actually making positive changes in your life and improving yourself as an individual. I'm going to discuss how you can do that through other habits in this video, so I won't get super into it for this point. But seriously, guys, in 2024, it is time to watch people's actions and respond accordingly. Why would you want to make someone a priority in your life who isn't doing the same for you? When you improve your self-esteem and you start to respect yourself, this is simply not a behavior that you allow in your life or you participate in. Make time and effort for people who do the same for you and stop chasing women once and for all. If you have to chase, she's not interested, or she's immature and playing games, which isn't a great thing either. And remember that behavior is the most powerful form of communication. And again, if you are chasing someone, it quite literally means they are running away from you. We don't have time for that. Number 2 is poor nutrition. Now, I'm not a doctor, so of course do your own research, but I will speak from my own personal experience here. Improving my diet changed my life. It helped my mood, my mental health, my physical appearance, the way that my body feels and functions. It changed absolutely everything for the better. Poor nutrition and eating like garbage is a terrible lifestyle habit that far too many people are doing. We have a huge problem with this, specifically in the United States, and obesity is at an all-time high. It's concerning, truly. Health is wealth. Start fueling your body with the nutrients that it needs and cut out the crap. A lot of people are also nutrient deficient as well because of gaps in your diet, which taking vitamins and supplements can help with too. I started taking a woman's multivitamin every single day just to make sure that I'm getting the nutrients that I need. If you're looking for a multivitamin for men, I would recommend this one from Ritual. This new year, make your resolution daily habits that actually stick and get 40% off of all Ritual's clean, traceable, and science-backed products. This is also one of the highest offers that I have ever seen from Ritual, so now is a perfect time to buy. Essential for Men is a clean, high-quality multivitamin for men 18 to 49 to help fill key nutrient gaps in their diet. It can be difficult to maintain a well-rounded diet, which is why it's so important to supplement with a multivitamin to help meet daily nutrient needs. Essential for Men contains 10 key ingredients, 100% of ingredients made traceable, showcasing each supplier and final place of manufacturing for all active and other ingredients, because not all ingredients are created equal. Ritual shares the sources, the suppliers, and studies behind their key ingredients so you can have peace of mind knowing what you're putting into your body. Essential for Men 18 and up is usually $33, but right now it's only $19.80 with my code. This is the best price I've ever seen for Essential for Men, so if you've been thinking about trying it, now is the time to buy it. Go to ritual.com/CourtneyRyan40 or click the link in the description and use code CourtneyRyan40 for 40% off of your first month of Ritual. But seriously guys, proper nutrition and fueling your body with the nutrients that it needs will change your life. The next habit is having a victim mentality. I see this all day, every day on the internet, and my goodness, is it exhausting. It is time to take control of ourselves and recognize that we have the power to change our lives. A victim mentality causes feelings of powerlessness because you fail to see that you in fact do have control over your life. It also causes a lack of personal responsibility and a tendency to blame external factors for your circumstances that you're not happy with. This is going to hinder personal growth and resilience in your life, and also the ability to overcome challenges, which is ultimately going to impact relationships, career, and your overall being in a very negative way. Your life is in your hands. Nobody is going to save you. And I don't say that to sound harsh, but some of you really need to hear this. And I know this from looking through my comment section. If you constantly play the victim or blame other people for things, you will never be happy. Never. And I don't want that for any of you. So instead, let's take a good look in the mirror and see the areas that we need to work on and improve on in order to be living our best lives. Let's take some accountability. I always see a lot of you guys saying that women need to take accountability, but the same thing rings true for you. We all need to be stepping up and taking accountability for our own actions and seeing how our daily habits and our own actions and the choices that we make impact our lives. Only you can save yourself. So let's get it going. And this is also an incredibly freeing concept to implement into your life and to understand, because when you have this victim mentality, it really makes you feel powerless because you're constantly blaming everything else for your problems and failing to see the fact that you have control over your life. If you feel as if you don't have control over your life, or you feel powerless or hopeless, I can understand why you might be feeling pretty bad. But if you recognize that you do in fact have the power to change your life, it's very freeing to realize that, so I hope this helps some of you. The next is reckless spending. Be thoughtful before you buy things instead of recklessly blowing your money or spending money that you don't have. We want to be responsible with our money. This does not mean that you need to be cheap. Cheap and frugal are very different things entirely. And what am I talking about when I'm talking about reckless spending? Well, I'm talking about spending money that you don't have, but I'm also talking about spending money on dumb things. This could include things like spending all your money on girls because you're chasing them and trying to win them over in some way. But we're not chasing women anymore, so we're not going to be doing that. So that's a great start here. OnlyFans, which is the biggest waste of money on planet Earth, gambling, alcohol, Uber Eats. Stop paying all this extra money in delivery fees. Just go get the food yourself or make food at home. It's really that simple. I could go on and on here truly about things that people waste their money on, and ultimately what you do with your money is up to you. I think if a lot of people set a budget for themselves and really closely monitored the money that they're spending on a bunch of random things, they would be in a much better spot financially. I think little things add up more than people realize. And it's really important to have a grasp of what's going on with your finances and just be financially literate. Really be thoughtful before you spend your money. Make a pro and con list if you need to. That's what I do before every single big purchase that I make. I always make a pro and con list and really weigh my options. I do a lot of research before I make any sort of purchase, so I would highly encourage you to start doing that too. And I will also say, a guy who is responsible with his money and who is preparing and setting himself up for his future is a true flex. It is Giga Chad vibes, okay? And I stand by that. It is so much sexier than a man who is blowing his money to flex or on material objects. Next habit that we need to kick to the curb is a sedentary lifestyle. Not making moving your body and staying active a top priority in your life is ruining your life. This is obviously horrible for your physical health, but it's also just as bad for your mental health too. Working out is really a natural antidepressant. Last year, I mentioned this before in a previous video, but I got a personal trainer, and this might sound dramatic, but you guys, it changed my life. It got me out of the house as someone who works from home and pushed me to set good habits for myself and make a commitment to my body and my health. I don't have a personal trainer anymore, but I have self-discipline now with working out, and I do it on my own at least 4 times a week. I'm so much happier, healthier, and confident because of it. If I'm ever in a funk or I'm just feeling a little bit down, working out always helps. I cannot think of a single time where I felt worse after working out. So work out, go to the gym, go to a fitness class, go for a run, or even just go for a walk. Whatever is best for you and your lifestyle, but please guys, make this a priority. It will change your life. If I can do it, so can you, and we can help hold each other accountable here as well. After you're done watching this, go move your body. Go for a walk, go for a run, go to the gym, do something. Or if you're a multitasker out there, go watch this video while you walk on the treadmill. The next habit that's ruining your life is mindless scrolling. Listen, I'm guilty of this too, so I'm not going to act all holier than thou. This is an addiction for a lot of people, but a bad habit at a minimum. It's one thing to enjoy entertainment. I'm not telling you guys to never spend time enjoying entertainment, being on your phone, playing games, or watching movies, but just be mindful of the time that you're spending on it and how it's potentially affecting you. Instead of mindlessly scrolling for hours, which has become even worse with short-form content like Shorts and TikTok, I've been trying to be more intentional with the time that I spend on social media. If there's something I want to learn or know more about, I'll search for that specific thing instead of just doom scrolling on my For You page. It is a trap, and we need to stop doing it. You can learn a lot of wonderful things online, and it can be a really great place to educate yourself if you do it right. And remember, the content that you consume and the people that you follow is really important and something that I would suggest paying attention to as well. You are what you eat, and you are what you consume in terms of media. Use the power of social media to your advantage instead of letting it take advantage of you. And my next habit that is ruining your life is alcohol. Now, the reason I say this is not to be a party pooper. Nobody likes a party pooper, okay? I get that. but I think our society heavily ignores the negatives and the consequences that alcohol can cause. It's more widely accepted to drink than not to drink, and I know this firsthand as someone who doesn't drink. Alcohol is pretty much the only drug that you have to explain why you're not using it, which is just insane to me. And many people use alcohol as a way to cope or to numb themselves from facing the reality of life. It also becomes a full-blown addiction for many people as well. It's horrible for your brain, it causes a lack of judgment and control over your actions in your life, it's incredibly expensive. I mean, you're an adult and you can make your own decisions, but I would encourage you to just educate yourself on alcohol and its impact on the body. Don't let this become a bad habit in your life because it can very easily spiral out of control. And I don't drink, so if you're someone out there who feels insecure about this, or you're worried that people will view you a weird way, or that you don't know anybody who doesn't drink, well, now rest assured knowing that you do. But all right, guys, those are my 7 habits that are ruining your life. And these are not just ruining men's lives. I think they're ruining women's lives as well. But again, my audience is 95% male. So that's who I'm speaking to when I make these videos. But really, if you're a woman watching, I think all of these can negatively impact you as well. And you know, what you do with this video and this information is entirely up to you. I can't change your life. I'm only here to inspire and to share my knowledge with you from my own personal experience or research that I've done on my own. But these are just things that I would really encourage you to be mindful of this year and really try to kick your bad habits to the curb. And maybe you have some other bad habits in your life that this video could inspire you to kick to the curb as well. I would love to know your bad habits down in the comment section. And again, I can think of many more bad habits that are plaguing men across the world, but maybe I'll do a part 2 because I didn't want to include them all in this one and make the video too long. But off the top of my head, I can just think of a bunch of them. So let me know yours down in the comments. Maybe share some positive habits you've started doing that have improved your life in a positive way. Would just love to hear all of your experiences and stories down in the comments. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.